Hi everyone, and welcome to Hammertime TV, presented by Lakeshore Savings Bank. I'm your host, Domenic Cortese. Well, this week it's all about parades, festivals, fireworks. Our friends across the border are celebrating Canada Day, and we here in America celebrating the 4th of July, one of my favorite holidays. I'm so glad you've joined us this morning because we've got a great lineup in store. Coming up, if your garage floor needs a makeover, I've got the solution for you. It's a Gorilla Garage Floor, and Joe Afalo is here to show you how easy and affordable it is to install. Tony Salino from Salino Plumbing shows us that a little preventative maintenance with your furnace and air conditioning units throughout the year can save you both time and money. Then in our do-it-yourself segment, my son Phil has some drywall install pointers for you.
When it comes to hanging drywall, don't get hung up on wondering if you can do it. With a little patience and precision, along with the right tools and material, and maybe a friend to help you, you'll be surprised what you can pull off.
Great job, Phil. Hey, and we're excited today to welcome a brand new sponsor to our program. Our producer, Ben Fantasky, has more.
Domenic, there are a lot of people traveling this 4th of July week, which for many means congested highways, crowds, and chaos. But I'm here at Beauty Pool's headquarters with design consultant Bob Podnosny.
And we're about to replace that scene with a little bit of paradise right in your own backyard.
That's right, Bob. Staycations are where it's at. Beauty Pools is a trusted household name here in Western New York, and we're glad to have them part of the Hammertime TV family of contractors. All right, we received some great questions this week, so let's get to our viewer mail.
Viewer Mail is brought to you by MP Carroll Hardwood, your wood floor pros since 1985.
Well, it's that time of the show where I get to solve your home improvement problems right here on Hammertime TV. And by the way, we'd love to have you submit your dilemma, and we'll solve it in our next episode. Be sure to submit it by emailing us here at Hammertime TV, or check us out on Facebook or on our website, hammertimetv.com. And our first question today is a video submittal.
Hey Domenic, I got a question for you. During heavy rainstorms, I noticed that I get some water that seeps into my basement. Now, I always thought this was due to the fact that my driveway is pitched towards the foundation of my house. So a lot of times when we get a lot of rain, I get a lot of water that builds up around the edges of the house. This also makes my sump pump go on and off throughout the day. I was just wondering if there's anything you can do to help me with that.
Very common problem where our concrete sometimes with the movement of frost will actually shift, sometimes tip towards the house. That is a classic scenario for this kind of dilemma where the water will actually drain towards the house and not away from it. Also, we see that in landscaping built up over the years where the water will be held there. Downspouts too that are not piped well away from the house, causing the water to cycle back into the basement. So those visual inspections that you can do may help solve this problem. If it is the driveway, it will mean having to have that replaced, pitched so it tips away from the house. And it's good that you're dealing with this before it gets out of hand and you continue to have water infiltration, and not to mention what could come from that as well with mold growth and those kinds of health-related issues that could ensue. Our next question comes from Facebook, and it's from Corey from Buffalo. Thanks for writing in, Corey. Corey's question: I had a professional install our outdoor deck 5 years ago, and it was one of the best investments we made to the house. I want to keep it looking good, and now with finally summer being here, yay, I want to restain it. Can you give me advice on what supplies I need, the best stain, etc., etc.? Yes. Where do we begin? The first thing we need to do is clean that deck. I'm going to recommend you use my all-purpose cleaning solution, Corey. To scrub that deck clean, you mix a quart of bleach with 2/3 of a cup of Mex soap. Mex is a soap made by UGL, and you add that to 3 quarts of warm water. You're making a gallon, you'll be able to scrub and rinse that deck. Now, get some plastic and tape that down to the deck. What we're looking for is no beaded water on the underside of that piece of plastic. That's an indication that we're ready to reseal. My favorite product to use for resealing is made by Flood, the CWF UV5. It's great for our area, and it's great for ultraviolet protection. You'll get a good 5 years or more out of that reseal with the Flood product. Good luck with that. I'm sure you're going to get many more years of use out of that deck. Our final question of the day is an email question. Chuck from Lockport writes, I probably should not have tried this, but I did. Uh-oh, what's coming, Chuck? I went to a big box store and I bought a new ceiling fan for my dining room. It was somewhat easy to install, but the problem is when I turn it on high, it wobbles and shakes. Any easy suggestions? Well, I have to tell you, you're not alone with this problem, and it is a common problem with fans. It does simply involve balancing the blades. You should find that in the instructions there are tips on how to properly balance the fan. That should do it for you, and it'll help give you a nice even operation by simply just balancing the blades out. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Viewer Mail, but we've got a lot more show for you, so be sure to stay tuned. You're watching Hammertime TV on Channel 2.
The wood floor leader for Buffalo business, MP Carroll. Top quality hardwood, expert installation, and customer service that will knock you out. MP Carroll, the trusted hardwood pros for Buffalo business.
Water is essential to our everyday life, and a water filtration system from Salino can make it cleaner and better tasting. When it comes to whole house water filtration systems, you have options. We provide free water testing to determine the best treatment solution that will give you fresh, crisp, and clean water.
And you'll have peace of mind knowing that it's safe for your family. So call us today and let Salino Water Treatment provide a customized solution for you.
Hi, Domenic Cortese here. For over 60 years, my family has helped build West New York with products and supplies from our friends at Scranton Thruway Builders. I want to invite you to experience that same quality and service that we've come to expect. So, what are you waiting for? Stop on down and let Scranton's help turn your dreams into reality.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out keyvideo.com, Buffalo's premier television and video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing, we call it concept to completion, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all of life's events. Call, click, or visit Key Video today.
The wood floor leader for Buffalo business, MP Carroll. Top quality hardwood, expert installation, and customer service that will knock you out. MP Carroll, the trusted hardwood pros for Buffalo business.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Key Video Productions, producing persuasive and compelling content to help grow your business.
If you can dream it, we can build it in any shape or size. That's the beauty of Beauty Pools, and for over 60 years, the company has built its reputation on it. I'm here with Bob Panozny, design consultant for Beauty Pools, to tell us more. Bob, thanks so much for being with me today.
How's it going, Ben?
How are you?
Really great. What a beautiful day in West New York, and what better place to be than poolside.
Absolutely. So, Bob, the backyard has become more or less a personal oasis.
It certainly is. It's at the point where people don't want to do the traveling, don't want to pack the kids into the car to go to the country club. Walk into your backyard after a hard day's work and really get the most out of your own property.
The options are limitless, and we're going to get to that in just a second, but let's say, for instance, I'm ready to get the backyard pool, and I have some sort of vision of what I want to do, but what are some of the things that I should consider before diving in?
You know, there are so many different aspects to take into consideration. Number one, obviously, size of the property, size of the yard, what'll actually work, but also the needs of the customer. What's going to fit their family? Do they have 2 kids? Do they have 10 kids? And so forth. I mean, it just goes on from there in the designing phases on how that pool is going to be used. Do you want a deep end, shallow end, and so forth?
This is a 30-plus year thing that you're going to look at in your backyard.
Without a doubt, they are built to last forever. Obviously, we guarantee our gunite shells for life. And it is our construction people that get it to that point where we can do that.
Bob, what's the process and how long does it take before I'm swimming laps?
First thing, obviously, is the design work. We really have to nail down what's going to work out and look the best in your yard. From there, it comes down to all the construction phases, from layout, excavation, the steel work, the gunite work. There's tile, plaster, there's many, many phases that we go through to get from point A to point B. On a regular everyday pool, you're looking at roughly about a 6-week process. You can get into something like this where, again, you're looking at a summer-long process. It depends on how far you want to take your project.
Every customer is different, and every customer may want different features. Fountains, waterfalls, streams, technology. Let's talk about that.
It is truly limitless. Technology is the one thing people absolutely love. It makes their life easier. If you're able to set up a salt system where you don't have to add chlorine, you're not coming out cleaning your pool because there's an in-floor cleaning system. You're basically hitting an app on your phone that allows you to pretty much do everything you need.
I remember back in the day when my dad was just so frustrated about having to care and maintain the pool. Now it seems like the pool takes care of itself.
They really do. And on the other end, let's say you're not that customer that wants to be bothered. We even offer weekly maintenances where we can come out, help take care of the pool for you so you don't need to be bothered at all.
So let's talk a little bit more about the service department.
Certainly. As far as service goes, we do have the largest service department in West New York. We have over 14 crews running every day of the week. Not only the Buffalo area, we go as far as Syracuse and so forth, servicing pools of customers that we've built pools for and customers that obviously need that service that aren't ours.
Bob, how do our viewers get in touch with Beauty Pools?
Our number is 716-683-9500.
Excellent. Bob, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
with
Ben.
me today. If your dream is to be on vacation every day in your own backyard, give Beauty Pools a call today.
Hey, I'm Jason Cameron, host of DIY Network's America's Most Desperate Landscape. Make sure you check it out, especially if you have one. You're watching Hammertime TV on Channel 2.
I love living in Buffalo. We get to see all 4 seasons, some longer than others. But with that being said, here's some quick and easy tips you can do to take care of your heating and cooling system. First thing you want to do is check your thermostat. Remove the cover, check your settings. Replace the batteries every year. One of the most common calls for no heat. So one thing you may want to do is keep your eye on your furnace filter. Depending on your household, the amount of dirt, dogs, cats, depends on how often you need to change your filter. Keep the area clean. Get rid of the dust, any cobwebs. Wipe that up before you install the new furnace filter. So now we're going to take and install the new furnace filter. Look for the arrow for the proper airflow and place it into the furnace. Another simple thing you can do to keep your HVAC system running smoothly, just go around and vacuum all your heat duct registers. And while you're maintaining your furnace, you may also want to check your smoke and carbon monoxide detector. This could really save your life. Now let's take a look outside here. First thing we need to do is clear all the debris off the unit out here. Take care of these cobwebs and any lint that maybe come from your dryer vent. In the wintertime, you may want to come out here and check your exhaust pipes. Make sure that the snow level is far below the exhaust and the intake for the furnace. This is going to stop your unit from working should they get clogged. Keep a close eye on the unit. Make sure it's not shifting or the ground's out of level. This could cause a disconnection of wires or copper tubing that runs the unit. These tips will save you time and money, better efficiency, more comfort, and peace of mind.
Hey, great tips, Tony, to help us stay cool this summer. For more do-it-yourself tips, check out HammertimeTV.com. There you'll be able to connect with some of the best contractors in the area and be able to link directly to their websites. And don't forget, throughout the summer, be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. After these messages, I'm one-on-one with Joe Afalo, owner of Gorilla Garage Gear. Then Phil has some tips on hassle-free drywall hanging. That and more on the other side of the break.
Closed captioning is made possible by Ventura's CarStar Collision.
CarStar, relax, we'll take it from here.
After being involved in an accident, one of the first things you think about is getting your car repaired as quickly as possible.
But where do you go and who do you trust?
The only name to keep top of mind and stored in your phone is Ventura's CarStar Collision.
When it comes to customer service, quality, warranties, and peace of mind, we've got you covered.
Leave it to the pros at Ventura's CarStar Collision.
Relax, we'll take it from here.
Back in 1964, my mom and dad started Twin City Glass in North Tonawanda. We offer shower doors and mirrors. We carry 3 different lines. We consider them to be the best available. Today's bathrooms are becoming so monumental. Everything's different. There's not one shower door fits all anymore. We pride ourselves on the custom end of our business, and we feel our products are also superior to what everyone else out there is using. If you're in the market for a new shower door, mirrors, upgrading your bathroom, call Twin City Glass, 716-694-3300, or visit our website at twincityglass.com.
Specializing in professional carpet and upholstery cleaning, Seifert Cleaning is the name customers trust. Whether it's steam or deep cleaning, stain removal, or even fire and water damage restoration, Seifert Cleaning has the solution to make your home look new. Call today and get 3 rooms cleaned for just $99, or 1 piece of furniture cleaned at regular price with half off the second. Seifert Cleaning Company. The clean you expect, the service you deserve.
Customers choose Lakeshore Savings not only because we're a local bank, they choose us because they know they can depend on us. Being headquartered right here in Western New York ensures that you'll receive quick answers to all your questions from people living right in your community. Lakeshore Savings has a history of strong support to local businesses. We're proud of the firms we've helped to develop and grow in Western New York. Let our commercial lenders partner with you to build your future. Banking with your best interest in mind. It's how we do business.
Welcome back to the program. You know, ever since garages came on the scene back in the early 1900s, there's probably been no other part of the house that seems to have gone through such a transformation in its purpose other than the garage. It's no longer just a place to park your car. For many of us, the garage is now one of those important parts of our house. Joe Afalo, owner of Gorilla Garage Gear, hears it every day of the week from his customers. Joe, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Domenic. Great to be here.
You know, no doubt it sounds like Gorilla Garage Gear can be your ticket to the garage of your dreams. For individuals and businesses, what are some of the benefits of having this done?
Well, one of the biggest benefits is the floor obviously cleans up real well. We also get a lot of calls because of the weather in Western New York. You get pitted, cracked concrete. We can repair almost anything that people run past us, so we can really make a nice improvement on somebody's concrete, especially in their garage.
Walk us through the process from that initial call to the actual completion of the job.
Well, once we get a call, we'll send an estimator out there. From there, he'll put an estimate together, provide that to the homeowner. If they want to proceed, the first step is to grind the floor. And that's coming in with our concrete grinders, and those grinders will open up the pores in the concrete so that the concrete accepts the products that we're going to put down. From there, we're going to do any repairs that may be done. A lot of the floors that we see are pitted, cracked, so we'll put a day, maybe 2 days, sometimes even more, to repair the floors and get them to a point where we can install the Gorilla floor over the top of it. With each step, we're going to regrind the floor till we get it nice and smooth. Then we install the Gorilla floor. That comes in a variety of different colors. And then we'll top it off with a polyaspartic clear coat. Polyaspartic, for example, is the clear coat that's used on vehicles to protect them. All in all, we put that floor in, provide a 10-year warranty for it. If there's ever any issues, Domenic, they can just give us a call and we'll come out and take care of it for them.
So let's talk for a minute about color. I imagine there's a lot of choices.
There's a whole world of choices. We try to narrow it down by having what we call the stock blends, and all the stock blends are available. You can see them on our website. Beyond that, we can provide really any color scheme that is desirable by the customer.
Now, once your floor is complete, how about keeping it clean and maintained year after year?
Keeping it clean is really one of the benefits of a Gorilla floor. With our floors, what I recommend in the wintertime is take some fresh snow and sprinkle it across the floor. Let it absorb the dirt, and then you just take a push shovel, clean it off, and in the middle of winter, your floor is as clean as could be.
You know, one of the toughest and most durable finishes that you can apply to a garage floor today is a Gorilla floor. It protects garage floors and can instantly transform your boring or ugly concrete into a professional-looking floor of beauty and function. And the company you should consider calling is Gorilla Garage Gear. Joe, thanks for joining me. And remember, go Gorilla!
This do-it-yourself tip is brought to you by Tim Martin, muralist and decorative painter. Transform the ordinary to the extraordinary. And by Lakeshore Savings Bank, putting people first.
Let's say you just finished off a room in your house and you've got exposed studs. The next step is to hang drywall, unless you're into that rustic look. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get started. The tools we're going to be using today is a utility knife, a tape measure, a chalk line, a straight edge, and a drill. Oh, and don't forget the drywall. The first step in installing drywall is to measure the space the sheet's going into. You do this so you're not struggling with that sheet. You'll notice too that each one of these studs are 16-inch on center. We frame walls this way so that we know where to put the fasteners when we are adhering the sheet. The standard width of drywall is 48 inches, so it doesn't look like we need to rip this down. So let's get hanging. Now that we've got the sheet up, it's time to fasten it to the wall. Do you remember earlier when we talked about the 16-inch on stud spacing? The drywall company knows about it too. They've put some guidelines on the board as to where we should fasten. Let's go ahead and get it on the wall. You're going to want to use 1 1/4 drywall screws and get about a dozen or so in the middle of the sheet. You're going to want to pepper the seams. That's a lot of screws. I think it's time to bring out the big guns. Now that we've installed the easy sheet that didn't require any cutting at all, we've come across the space that does need some cutting. There's going to be multiple dimensions and multiple cuts. I find it easier to create a diagram and then transcribe the dimensions on that diagram so we don't waste any material. We need to pay attention to where the factory edge is so we can put factory edge to factory edge. So we're going to start with this factory edge and take our dimensions off of that. Our sheet will measure at 43 3/4 by 12 inches. This is going to be 9 3/4 over here by an overall height of 94 will work. Now that we've taken our dimensions, it's time to transcribe that diagram directly onto our sheet of material. So first we're going to cut it to height. We're going to make 2 marks so that we can get a straight edge along this line. To save time and to ensure that cut is straight, you can leave your straight edge on that line and just score it with your knife. Now that we've scored the board, it's as simple as pulling away our straight edge and breaking the cut. We're then going to take our knife and cut the back side of the board. It's time to transcribe the rest of those dimensions directly onto the sheet. We're going to use our chalk line and tape measure to do so. We've got all our dimensions on the board, now it's time to cut out our shape. We're going to first use a drywall saw to cut the shorter line, and then our utility knife to cut the longer one. Now it's cut, time to hang it. Hanging drywall. I'm going to give it a 2.5 on the Hammertime scale. Now that the drywall's hung, we're on our way to finish walls. But before we can paint, we have to tape and coat. But that's a whole nother bucket of joint compound. We'll see you next time. I'm on to the next job.
Ava Roofing and Siding is your local roofing and siding experts. For years, Ava has provided customers from all over Western New York with superior service and value. Their careful approach to each job guarantees they provide the service you need at the right price.
I'm so glad that I chose Ava. I would highly recommend them to anybody looking for a roof.
Just a professional job, courteous and kind to my neighbors.
Visit them online or on Facebook to see examples of their work. Ava Roofing and Siding, because every dollar saved counts.
What we've been doing here for the last 40 years is simple. It's not easy, and it's not a secret. We just try to do the right thing.
That's why every customer gets our 5-year total trust guarantee.
Total trust? We just gave it a name. It's something we've always done.
Making the customer happy in the end is what we strive for. It's a simple secret to success. Do the right thing.
I'm the 3rd generation concrete contractor. Grandfather started the business 60 years ago. We have upwards of 100 years experience on our crew. We install stamped concrete, exposed aggregate concrete, and standard broom finish concrete, comprising of patios, driveways, garage pads, in-ground pool surrounds, walkways, porches, and steps. I've been big since day one on providing quality, efficient, and speedy service. If you're looking for concrete and you need help, call Real Help at 997-3058 or visit our website, realhelpconcrete.com.
Quality work is what makes Salino Plumbing and HVAC your #1 choice, but it's also about
our same-day service.
Fully stocked trucks, ready to go, keeping you informed every step of the way.
And it's about the booties.
And drop cloths too.
knowledgeable, friendly, and neat makes Salino Western New York's plumbing and HVAC experts.
Call 6-8-FLUSH. Salino. 6-8-FLUSH.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Hammertime TV. And as we wrap up the season, I want to thank you for inviting us into your home each and every week right here on Channel 2. I also want to acknowledge our tremendous sponsors that have been with us all season long and who have made our show possible. Thank you to Tony and Vitali from Ava Roofing and Siding and the tremendous Basil family of dealerships, my good friends the Horbits from Big L Windows and Doors, Tony Salino and his family from Salino Plumbing, the wonderful muralist and decorative painter Tim Martin, Joe Afalo and the wonderful work he does with Gorilla Garage Gear. A special thank you to Mike Carroll from MP Carroll Hardwood for being our viewer mail sponsor. Of course, Josh Broad and the wonderful work he does at Real Help Decorative Concrete. Our friends at Seifert's Cleaning, the Weinholz family at Twin City Glass, and of course Peter Ramato and everyone here at Scranton's Rebuilders, part of United Materials, where we shoot our show each and every week. Of course, Ventura CarStar Collision, and a place that's near and dear to my heart, my friends at Lakeshore Savings Bank and my good buddy Dan Reiniger. Thank you from the bottom of our heart for sponsoring Hammertime TV. Throughout this summer and fall, our television crew from Key Video Productions will be filming new content for Season 2. Slated to premiere in February of 2019. And if you are a home improvement contractor and would like to be featured in our next series, be sure to let us know. For the last time this season, from the staff and crew here at Hammertime TV, our sponsors, and to you, our viewers, have a great summer.
Joe Basil Chevrolet Commercial Trucks is Western New York's only Business Elite General Motors dealer.
Our dedicated commercial and fleet salespeople have over 75 years of combined experience, specializing in commercial vehicle sales and financing. Our service department and quick lube facilities are certified in both light and medium duty trucks.
Over 120 commercial vehicles available at Western New York's #1 commercial vehicle dealer, Joe Basil Chevrolet Commercial Trucks.
For all your duplication needs, call our courteous and professional staff. Key Video is ready to go to work for you.